are the things that we have learned? We have think with regard to heap, how to construction of a heap and all, and in that we have come across the bottom-up construction. Very important for us to know that we are talking about a, see, when you write a heap, there are two ways of creating it. One is with regard to bottom-up construction, which we have seen for many examples now. And another one is obviously top-down construction. Those two things need to be done here. Okay, first one is already done, so we need to look into the second aspect of, okay, which is nothing but a top-down approach. Now, what is the other thing that we got to keep in mind here? The other thing is very simple here. Okay, see, once you can sort of figure out, the bottom-up and top-down approach, then we need to go look into another aspect of it, which is using heap. Can we do what is known as a heap sort? Okay, heap sort again comes in two values. What is that? Step number one will be creation of a heap. Okay, you are going to create a heap. How? Using either this technique or this technique. Okay, that's a first thing. Next thing is you are going to sort it. For sorting and all, you use a technique called as heapify and all that we are going to see in today's sessions. Yep, today's session with regard to morning session and probably in the afternoon session. Okay, two sessions, two important sessions to sort of look for. Okay, see, in internal, don't think of internal. Internal, we have given both the things. Okay, got to keep in mind. We have given both the things of creating a heap or not. Okay, what are the two things we have given? Two things is we have need to create a heap with regard to bottom up approach also and also top down approach also. So both the things are being given here. Okay, so let me sort of look into this. Okay, let me go a little bit deeper into this and let's sort of take one example and work about it. Okay, so let me take one example. First thing, what I'm talking about, I am talking about top down approach. Okay, it is nothing but top down approach of constructing a heap. Till now, what we have seen, we have only seen bottom up approach. So now we are talking about top down approach. This top down approach is also known as successive. Okay, successive. Next thing, insertion method. That's very important. Okay, it's also known as successive insertion method. Why it is called that? Because we are going to keep on inserting the values one after other. Okay, so for this we need to know what is an example for it. So we'll take one example. Very nice example we're going to take, and we are going to create a max heap for it. Okay, so create a max heap. What's the meaning of max heap? Max heap is you will be having a very big number at the root. At the root you will be having a bigger number. Okay, and towards the leaves you will be having smaller numbers, or what is the other way of calling it? The other way of calling it is nothing but I am going to create a descending heap. That's very important. Okay, these small things you got to be careful. Okay, see, they use these words interchangeably. People use, they call it max heap or they call it descending heap. Both are same. So you must know what is max heap. Where you have a root is a bigger number. When you have a bigger number and when you're going down like this, obviously this is descending order only. So you call that as even descending heap. Okay, small things, but you have to keep in mind because people will use that to trick you. So be careful with this. Okay. So even in the internal question I've asked two things also. One is with regard to bottom-up construction, and of course the successive key insertion method. Okay, you're going to get the model answers before, if possible, even before your uh, afternoon class. Okay, only two questions I need to add. Once I add that, I'll be sending it. Okay, everything is pretty ready. Okay, that is only with regard to problems, theory and all. You need to write it. Okay, but the model answers with regard to how you need to write a problem, it's been solved neatly. I'm going to send it. Okay, I'm going to send you before the 1:30 class today. Okay, so keep on coming means it will be taking a lot of time. Make sure that you guys are joining in early. Okay, so let me take in one example and let me show you how these things work. Okay, very important for you to know that things like this will take what is known as common sense aspects of it. Okay, so let me take my input. Okay, what will be my input? My input is looking like this. Okay, we have what is known as a 50, or else I'll use different color to show you. Okay, you have 50, then you have 25, 30, 75, 100, 45, 80. Okay, what I need to do? I need to create a heap. There's no doubt in that. Okay, I need to create a heap, and next thing is I need to create a heap in such a way that, be careful here, we need to create a heap in such a way that I need to create a max heap, but I need to go top down approach. So I need to start from the top and then I have to go for the bottom construction. Okay, so how it is done? Very simple. See, in bottom up construction, what you used to do, the step used to be very simple. First, we need to create a binary tree. We used to blindly create binary tree. Then we used to do what is known as, the sorting aspect of it, which is to make sure that they look like a heap, where we used to interchange things. Okay, that's what we used to do. Here, we are not going to do that. We are not going to create a binary tree now directly. No, we are going to create for each and everything. Okay, each and every insertion we are going to look into. That's why it's called successive insertion method. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, what is my first step? First step is very easy. Okay, I am going to create what is known as a 50. So that will be my root node. Okay, then step number 2. Step number 2 is 25. Be careful here, it is 25. So what is going to happen? I need to add 50 here, but and 25 will be obviously be coming right here. Okay. So if I do that, what is going to happen? Be careful here, 25 is less than 50. So there's no problem. Okay, there's no problem to me. I can easily do it without any issues. Okay, so let me go to the next one. Okay, the next step, see, this is wow. Okay, you got to go step by step. So next is 50. Towards this side, you anyway have 25, and towards this side, you will be having 30. Any issues here? No. Okay, can I write step 1, step 2 here? Okay, this is step 1, this will step 2, and this is okay. So I'll be using the maximum screen available here. Hopefully, yeah, this is fine for me. Okay, make sure that people are zooming in if you can't see and all. Okay, so first 2, 3 things are all done. Okay, without any problem, I wrote everything. Now I need to go for the next part, right? So if I go write the next part, what is going to happen? I need to insert, see, I'm going to write step 4. What is my step 4? So 50 is here, then 25, then 30 was already there in the previous step. Now I need to include the next one, which is 75. Where I should include? Obviously, you need to include here only. Okay, you need to include here only. Okay, see, now there's a problem. What is the problem? You can see very clearly that 70, okay, 75 is very much greater than your 25. So what you need to do? Obviously, you need to swap this. Okay, you need to swap these two. See, here only I'm swapping. That is the difference between your bottom-up approach and your top-down approach. In bottom-up, first we used to create a binary tree. Then only we used to swap. Here we are swapping right from the first itself. Okay, we are swapping right from the first time itself. How we need to work through and all. That's very important. Okay, right from first itself we try to swap. So if I try to swap this, what is going to happen? Okay, so can I write it towards this side? Yes, I'll write it. Okay, so what is it? Swap 25 and 75. Why? Because 75 is greater than your 25. Okay, if I do that, what is going to happen? Be careful again here. There's a 50. This will be, I'm swapping this. So this will become 75. Who's that? Mute everyone, Sajal. Okay, now you see this. You have your 75 towards this side and 25 will be coming towards this side. Okay, then obviously 30 will remain the same. But is that the end of it? Is that the end of it? No, this is not the end of it. Why? Because you can see very clearly that 75 is again greater than your 50. So even this needs to be swapped. Okay, even this needs to be swapped. So what are you going to do? You are going to swap it again. Okay, how you are going to swap? You are going to swap the 75 and 50. So can I do that? Yes, easily I can do that. So swap 75 and 50. And what you are going to get? You are going to get a 75 right here. Towards this side you have 50 and here you have 30. Okay, now you check. This will be obviously, see, I need to swap these two. So 25 will not be affected. So 25. Now is it correct? Yes. No problem to me? Yes. Okay. See, difference between, bottom up and top down view understood? Very important for you to understand the difference. Okay, so let me, take the next input. What is the next input? 100. Okay, if I'm writing the 100 aspect of it, see very carefully, I'm going to write 100. So where I'm going to write, I'll be probably writing it down. Okay, so please zoom in. Okay, because see, I need a screen, a lot of screen. So make sure that you people are zooming in. Okay, if you can't see it, so I'm going to write it down. Okay, so what will be my next step? Okay, what is the next step? The next step is to first step number 5. So let me write step number 5 right here. Okay, so where do you think I need to add? I need to add the 100 now. And I need to add 100. So I'm going to add 100 now. Okay, first obviously 75 will be there. There will be 50. Towards this side you have 30. You have 25 right here. And 100, be careful here, obviously need to be added here only. Okay, it need to be added here only. But once you add there, okay, be careful now. Once you add there, it will be bringing in you what is known as, see, 100 is greater than your 50. Obviously it's fit, greater. So this needs to be swapped. Okay, so what are you going to do? You are going to swap 50 and 100. Okay, 50 and 100. If I swap that, what is going to get? I'm going to get it like this. You have 75. Okay, towards this side, you will be having your 100. You will be having 30 here now. Be careful with the steps. You need to show steps like this. So only I'm writing everything. Okay, you need to write steps. The reason I'm going to give you all the model answers related to it is because of that only. Because majority of you are skipping steps. You're writing directly, which is not at all a right thing. Okay, you have to show it that you have worked through the entire aspect of it. Right, now let's look at this. Okay, see again, you have 100 here, 75 here. So this needs to be changed. Because 100, being a bigger number, should be going on top. So if I do that, okay, obviously if I do that, what is going to happen? I need to swap this, right? So I'm going to swap it. Okay, swap 100 and 75. If I do that, this 100 will be obviously coming here, and towards this side you will be having 75. Here you will be having 30. No problem in that. Then these two will remain the same. This is 25. This is 50. Okay. So this is also done. What is my next number I have? My next number is 45. Okay. I need to add next is 45. Okay. So let me add my 45 next. Where do you think I need to add? Very simple. Okay, I need to add, go for step number 6. I'll be taking this same old thing and I need to add it not towards somewhere and all. Okay, there's a purpose. You need to go one after other. You need to keep that in mind. It needs to be a binary tree. See, I need to add the 45 right here. But there's a problem. 45 being bigger than 30 needs to be swapped, right? It obviously needs to be swapped. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to swap 30 and 45. Okay, if I swap that, what is going to happen? The 100 will be here, 75 towards this side, and 45 towards this side. Okay, and towards this side you will be getting 30, and here you will be having 25, and here 50. Okay, any doubts in that? No doubts. So this is only one swap. Is there any other swap required? No. Okay, all elements are smaller only. Okay, now let's go for the last number. What is the last input to be added here? 80. Okay, I need to add 80 also. So what is my next step? Step number 7. See, you show 7 steps. Obviously, it will be going for 10 marks. Okay, it will be coming for 10 marks. So you got to keep that in mind. So you can see 100. I need to add what? I need to add my last element. What is my last element? You can see very clearly my last element is 80. Okay, so I need to add my last element. Obviously, you know where the 80 is going to come. Okay, and so I'm going to do that. Okay, so 75 towards this side and 45 will be here. Okay, this side 25 and 50. So here you can see very clearly for 30 will be coming here, and I need to add my number now 80. But again a problem. This number is bigger. So these two needs to be swapped like this. Okay. So I'm going to swap it. Swap 45 and 80. If I do that, what is going to happen? Obviously 100 will be coming here and 75 towards this side, and this will be become your 80. Okay. Now you see this 25 and this is 50. Okay. You got 30 here and I would have swapped 45. So 25 here. Now, is this the, the heap what you wanted? Yes. Is there any other things to be done? No. The input, whatever you got, everything you had put in a form of a heap. So is there anything to be done here? No. Everything is fully done. Okay. Now you see this. This is what is my what? This is my heap. That you got to keep in mind. This is my heap. To be specific, maximum heap. Why maximum heap? Because I have started with a bigger number coming down to smaller numbers. Or in other words, you can call it as descending heap also. Okay, maximum heap or also descending heap. Very important for you to know this. Okay, what is the other thing that you got to keep in mind? This is also known as successive. Now you don't understand why it's a reason called successive, because we are going to keep on inserting of the elements. Successive insertion method. People will trick you in exam. They call this, and you will be wondering what is this method. This method is nothing but same old method called top-down method. See, we started with top only, na? You root only we started, then only we came down like this. In bottom up, what we used to do? We used to first create a tree like this. Fully tree we need to create. Then we used to figure out where and all. See, from leaves we used to start sorting things. That is not done here. This is top-down approach. Okay, top-down approach. Very, very important for you to know. If you know the tracing everywhere, its majority of it will be tracing, nothing more. Okay, majority of it will be very much equal to tracing. That's very important. Okay, very important, because you see any papers, of course the algorithm will come. Even in the internal, I've asked you the algorithm for bottom-up approach and all. Algorithm will be not more than, if I'm not wrong, more than 10 lines for bottom-up or top-down and all. Okay. In third model, it's not about algorithm. It's about rating the problems well. Okay. It's rating the problems well. In heap itself, you have three types of problems: bottom up, top down, and the next one which you're going to see now called heap sort. Okay. Heap sort also. So let's me, sort of go into that. Okay. I hope, one example is fine for it. Okay. If you want more examples, anyway, one I have already solved and I'm going to send you. Okay, for the internal purpose and all, could always see it. Okay, but make sure that you people are practicing it. That's very important. Try to practice as many problems as possible. Okay, practice so that you become very, very perfect to it. Anyway, we are going to take a heap sort. In heap sort also, we are going to learn what are the things to be done on them. Okay, so heap sort we are going to take 2-3 examples, because it's a two-step problem. It's because it's a two-step problem. You have to be little bit careful with regard to it. Okay, so let me take the third applications under heaps. Be careful. Always remember what we are doing. We learned what is known as transform and conquer. Okay, all this technique, people, all technique you have learned and all. Okay, you are learned about what is known as gradient. Okay, before that divide and conquer. Okay, before that one small place where you learned what is known as topological sorting. Remember, there's an internal question also. Okay, topological sorting, where you did what is known as decrease and conquer. That question also I'm going to send you. Okay, easily it will be the step-by-step procedure. Okay, I want the same to be replicated in AND so that you have that model to write for exam. How each and every problem needs to be solved. Okay, so what we are talking about transform and conquer. We are not going to look into the various problems that are there. There are many problems in this. Okay, many problems in this. But for you people, there's only one thing that they have given. What is that? Heap and heap sort. This you have to always know it. What is heap? You have two techniques: bottom, top, down. Heap sort is what we are going to look into now. Okay, three problems in this, but model 3 was so big. Okay, please remember, it was so big. You started with what is known as a greedy technique. Okay, greedy method or greedy technique. In that, you started right into starting with coin change problem. Okay, then you had knapsack problem. Okay, like this, so many problems: Prims, Kruskal, Dishakral. Okay, all those problems need to be solved. Be careful with that. Okay, without any problem. Okay, and all these things need to be traced with, take a problem neatly. You need to go step by step, step by step, step by step. That needs to be done. Okay, model 3 very easy if you understand problems. Model 3 very tough if you don't know how the problem needs to be solved. Okay, that you got to keep in mind. Be careful with that. Okay, so let me start and go into the aspect of looking into what is known as heap sort. Okay, what is heap sort and what needs to be done on them? First and foremost, the very important aspect of this is to make sure that you know what is the question would be, how the question would be. The question would be very simple. Okay, the question would be very simple like this. They are going to give you what is known as a set of inputs. What input? Any input. I'm going to take the very famous example because majority of the times you get the same example. Okay, so I'm going to take, this is the input they are given: 1, 12, 15, 77, 55, 23. They're saying, okay, let me know the question. They're saying use this input, okay, do what is known as heap sort. Or other way of asking, sort using heap. Both are same? Obviously both are same. Okay, are they saying any order? No, they are not saying. Which order you will take? It's your wish. You take ascending order, you take descending order. It's your wish. Even in a heap construction also, when they don't mention whether it is a maximum heap or minimum heap, we always took maximum heap. You don't like maximum heap, you do minimum heap. If they don't mention it, if they themselves mention it, okay, then you do not supposed to do whatever you feel like. You have to do what they have mentioned only. I think in internal I have not mentioned it. Some people may like doing it minimum heap. Fine, do it. Neatly it should be there. Smaller numbers root, then the bigger number at the bottom. Okay. Or if you want to do maximum heap, then again do it. Bigger number on root, smaller number towards the leaves. Okay. So this is what they have given. Now what is the next thing that you got to keep in mind? Okay. We are going to first do what? We don't know what needs to be done here, right? So first thing is obviously very simplest of thing. Okay, we are going to create a maximum heap here without any problem. Okay, we are going to create a maximum heap. So the first step, be careful here. I'm going to write the step. Okay, the step number 1 is very simple thing. What is it? Construction of a heap. So construction of heap is the first step. Okay, fine. Then some people may be asking what technique to follow. Any technique you can. Okay, you can follow any technique, but the simplest of technique is your bottom-up approach. Okay, simplest of technique is your bottom-up approach. You can write it neatly. Okay, so this construction of a heap, before that, obviously you need to do, if I'm going for bottom-up, I need to write what is known as writing a binary tree. For binary tree only, I can do what is known as a bottom-up thing, right? Okay, now let me do that. Okay, let me first do that of how these things will be working. Okay, my first step is very simple. I need to keep on creating what is known as a binary tree for me. So I'm going to do that. Okay, very simply, I'm going to do my binary tree. Okay, how do you think it will be? Very simple. 82, next element is 90, next element is 10. See, again, next element you are not going to write towards the right hand side. That's common sense. Obviously, it will be coming towards this side only. You are talking about binary tree. So every root will be having two children. Maximum only one. Some cases where the right child will not be having two child. That's all. Left child will always have the two children without any problem. Okay. So you can write that 90, 10 over. Next element is 12. But 15, then you have 77, then you have 55. See, 23, only 23 will come. So you can have 23 here. That's all. You have to go order wise only. Like this in order, like this in order. Okay. This is how you got without any problem. Okay. Now the most important part. Okay. Now the most important part is to make sure that we are going to work through with regard to each and everything. See, first thing, the binary tree is everything is over. Okay. The binary tree aspect of it, everything is over. For you need to create whether whether check whether everything is what you call okay, whether it is a heap or not. Wait 1 second, I'm getting a call. Yeah, fine. Okay, first see, this is a binary tree. No doubt in that this is a binary tree. Now I told you very clearly, first is the binary tree. Binary tree is over. Next, I need to make sure that it is a heap. What heap? They have not mentioned. So I'll take it as maximum heap. Okay, I'm going to create it as maximum heap. If I have to have a maximum heap, bigger number should always be on the top here. Okay, is it there? No. How do you check? Which technique I can use? I will be, because I have created already a binary tree, I have to use bottom up technique only. I can't use top down technique, because top down means I have to come one after other, right? Just now in the example you saw. So what are the, just check. Bottom up means I need to go from bottom to top. Check whether all the elements, there should be maximum heap or not. Okay, so let me check that. Let me do that. First, 23, 12. It's not at all maximum heap. Interchange these two. These two needs to be interchanged. So can I do that? Yes. So if I interchange step by step again, okay. If I interchange these two, so what is it? You can write it like this. See, this is how you need to show answers to the examiner. Okay, like this, if you show now, they will not even cut a single mark. Your intention should be that to make sure that I am not losing a single mark. Okay, otherwise it will become very tough. What is the purpose of, if you get only 50-60% of marks of it, then that doesn't serve anything. Okay, see, did I interchange? Yes, neatly I've interchanged. Okay, then this one is obviously 77. This is 55. Some people may be getting, why did you start here? You could have started here. This is the, the highest length now, because we start with level 0, 1, 2, 3. This is at level 3. So obviously I need to start from here only. Okay. Then you move ahead. And now you check here. Okay. See, I've interchanged that. What did I interchange? 12 and 23 and 12. Okay. Now you check 23, 12, not a problem. Okay. Go on top. There's no child for him. 15, no child. Okay. 17, no, 55, no child to them. Then go on top. 90 is here. Okay. Be careful. 90 is here. 23, 15, no problem. 10 is here. 77, 55, problem. Very big problem. Okay. So this need to be interchanged. Some people may be thinking, okay, why is he not interchanging with 55? Which one is big? Okay. Which one is big? Between 10 and between 77 and 55, which one is big? 77, 5 is only big. Why do you interchange with 10 with here? Okay, that's being stupid, plain stupid. Okay, so that I'm going to interchange this now. If I interchange this, okay, I'm going to write towards right. Okay, the screen will be moving right. Make sure that you're understanding it. Okay, so if I interchange this, let me write it that I'm going to interchange things like this. Okay, why I'm doing this? I want to create a maximum heap before I start my sorting process. And some people may be thinking this is only sorting. No, this is not sorting. You are not going to get any sorting order under. We are going to see that later. Okay, very important one. Very important. So only I'm taking that special class thing, okay? And of course, we are going to look into little bit basic aspect of model 4. At 1:30, don't miss that class. Not be taking more than an hour, okay? 2:30 is max. Before that, you will get all the, the internal material and all, especially the model answers. So it will not be a much of a problem for you to study for DA and all, okay? You just have to replicate those things. Okay, 77 is there. You got 10 here, and here you got 55. No doubt in that. And then this one will become 12. So I will interchange this 77 10. Yes. Okay. Now again we need to check. See, these things are all done. All no problem. But what about this one? This one, the root. The root itself, there's a problem. See this? There is a problem right here. Okay. 90 is bigger, 82 is smaller. So this needs to be interchanged. Okay, you need to write that. Be careful. Okay, swap. Don't write 23 and 12. What is 23 and 12? You need to write swap 10 and neatly, and you should not go right towards this side. You have to write one after other below. Okay, I'm writing towards this side because it's easy for me to move the screen right, then moving up and down. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, nothing more. But you should not do like that, and you won't get a space also like this. Okay, so let me do that, what is known as the swapping aspect of it. Now you see, if I do that, what is the thing I'm going to get? I'm going to get a value like this. There's a 90 here, 82, 77 to this side, and the next part, right? 23, there is 15, 12, 77 is again 10, and 55. Don't write like me, neatly you need to write like this. Okay, see, is my first step over. Okay, 90, 82, 77 is my first step over. What was my first step? Create a tree. Yeah, first you create a tree, then only we'll do the sorting. So have I done that? Yes, I have done that. So what is this? This is my heap. To be specific, maximum heap. What is the first step I told? First create a binary tree. Okay, I did that. Second thing, make this binary tree into a heap. Did I do that? Yes. What is the third aspect? Do the steps of, okay, EP5, EP5, okay, and create what is known as sorting of elements. Am I doing that now? Yes, I'm going to do that now. Okay, sorting of elements. So this is very important. So now my job is to make sure that I am doing what is known as sorting of elements, everything and all. If I do that, is a problem over? Yes. So this is only very important step, because I'm very clear that these two steps you already know, because you studied creation of. These two things comes in creation of heap. Okay, which you have already done. Two techniques you know, bottom up also you know, and also top down also you know. No problem here. But this step you don't. Okay, so that only I'm supposed to do now. How that will be done? Okay, how that will be done, and what are the things to be kept in mind? That is what you are going to see now. Okay, so let me start doing that. Okay, what is the first thing I got? I need to make sure that I got my everything. Okay, I am going to write my entire maximum heap again like this. So what was it? It was looking like this. There was a 90, 82. See, so only I'm telling you should always write it one after other. Okay, so that neatly you go step by step. Without any problem, you will be writing everything. Okay, so let me write this as 10, and this will be 55. This will become 4. Okay, for this, what is the EP5 step? Okay, the EP5 means you are going to delete the nodes. Okay, please keep that in mind. You are going to delete the nodes. What? Okay, you are going to delete. Be careful here. What is the words I'm using? We are going to delete the root element from the least element. Okay, and you are going to put the deleted element into the sorted list. Okay, we are going to put the deleted element in your sorted list. Okay, how do you think that will be done? Okay, how do you think that will be done? We are going to keep on. Please understand this step. If you can understand this step, everything is over. So this is what I got. Okay, Next, my step is I need to figure out the biggest element which is at the root. Okay, so I am going to delete that from your maximum heap. Okay, to delete that, there's one step to be kept in mind. It needs to be swapped with the last node. So you need to know what is the last node. Okay, after deleting the tree needs to be EP5 to make it a heap. Okay, so let's me look into that. I need to delete what is known as the root node. Okay, so if I write like that, delete root node. Okay, be careful with the steps. With last node. Last node you need to keep in mind. For doing this, what you need to do? You need to swap. Okay, last node to root node. This you need to be do. Okay, so if I do that, okay, if I sort of do that, what is going to happen? We are going to get a value which will be obviously be looking like this. Okay, if I do everything now, if I delete everything, it will be looking like this. Okay, please understand the way I'm doing it. If I do all those things, this will be looking like this. Okay, in place of 90, 90 will be deleted. Okay, 90 will be deleted, and in place of 90, you will be getting 12. Okay, you are going to get 12. Next, 82 will remain same, not change. 77, not change. Okay, then 23 will not change. 15 will not change. 10, 55. Those things will not change. Where was 90? Where was 90? That's very important. 90 will be put very much at the, please understand this. Okay, you are going to delete that 90 and you are going to put at the last point of an array. So there will be an array like this, and there you are going to put at the last place of it. Okay, now you see, be careful here. Root thing was done. This was done. So the next position is obviously this one. Okay, even when you used to write a tree now, I always used to first write this, then this, then this, then this, then this, like that. So this is over. So now I need to sort of delete this one. Okay, I need to delete this one. So what is the next thing to be done? See, 90 is over. Next thing is I need to take this 82. Okay, I need to take this 82 and I need to do what is, see, this is what you call it as heapify. Okay, this is again you are going to do what is known as EP5. What is the EP5 elements that you are going to do? Okay, again you are going to take the 82 aspect of it. See this 82. Okay, see the 82 part of it. Now I am going to take 82. You are going to delete that 82 with again with the last element. Now some people will get the doubt. What is the last element here? Here it was last element here because that was the last thing written. So if this is not there, what is the last element? Obviously, this one. See, if only for this you think, you forget this at least. You only for this you think, what is the last element in this tree? This one. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So if I do that, okay, I know very clearly EP5 means I need to swap it. Be careful with the words I'm using. I need to swap it and I need to delete that bigger element. So I'm going to delete element with the last element. Okay, and of course that will means that I'm going to swap also. So EP5 means we are going to delete the big element, okay, with the last element. I'm not saying big element, it's an element. See, if it is a minimum max, then it will be a smaller element here like that. Okay, it depends on what sort of a EP you have taken. So what is it? I'm going to take this one and I'm going to delete 55. So if I do that, what is going to happen? 12 will remain same. In place of 82, 55 will come. Okay, in 77 will remain same. In place of this will remain same. 23 will be there, 15 will be there, 10 will be there. Any other things? 55 has come here. 82 will not come there. I'm deleting 82. Okay, I'm deleting 82. It will not be coming there. So where do you think 82 will go? 82 directly goes here. Now some people would have already understood the logic. Oh, okay, he's coming towards this side, and everything by the time he's coming, everything will be in order. Yes, yes, it will be in order. Okay, we are going to continue this problem. We are going to continue this problem in the next session, in 130 session, very important session. Don't miss it. We are going to take one more problem also, and we are going to look little bit into model 4. Okay, problems are important. Make sure that if people are doing it properly. See, this is understanding things. Okay. So yeah, do join back at once. It's already 9:42. So join at 1:30, before 1:30 itself, so that we can sort of complete this. We'll take one more problem. We'll complete that. Okay. So that by that time, neatly you can understand this. Okay. One important thing is you need to know what is the last element in each tree. Last element obviously will be here. Next one last element would be here. Next last element here. Next last element here. Next last element here. Next here. Next. That's obviously root. Okay. When you do all those things, it will be coming in some sort of a order. Okay.